Hello and welcome to another video. Today we're doing a redraw. For the last 2 weeks or so, my brain has felt kind of fuzzy and I felt like there's been like a lot of pressure like on the inside of my skull, and I haven't really wanted to draw. It's like a kind of a weird feeling to describe. It's just like I can't focus on anything, and I try to put on background noise because sometimes background noise helps me focus, but I can't figure out what to put on. I'm just like searching for things to put on, and like even when I'm sitting in silence, I just feel like I'm like restless. So when I feel like that, I kind of want to do stuff that I don't have to think about too much, and so we're just doing a redraw today. I was looking through some of my old artwork, like years old stuff, like from my digital library, because I was thinking of going back and deleting some of it. I just feel like my iPad's been running really slowly, and I don't really have the money to buy an external hardware currently, so to like put them on, and so I was like, maybe I'll just go back and delete some of this stuff, which probably sounds crazy to you guys, but actually, you know what I might do? I just might end up printing the stuff out and putting it in like a binder just so that way I have it all, so that way I can just have it physically. I mean, the digital files is probably still a good thing to hold on to, but honestly most of it is like unfinished and shit, so I don't know, I don't have the space for it, so I was gonna delete some stuff. But then I came across this picture. I'll put it up for you guys. This is actually one of my old personas. I've talked about this before in the past, but I don't really do personas. This is like my one attempt where I actually tried to design a persona. And basically, she's just like a little robot head. I think you guys have seen this person before. Not a robot head, sorry, a TV head. I think you guys have seen this in a previous sketchbook tour when I talked about the persona. But she's basically the only persona I ever like designed or anything at all. So it's a TV head, and she just has this it's like a green sweater, and she's got these green little headphones that kind of act like antenna on the sides of her head, and so that was the design I came up with for her. It was a TV head because I actually liked drawing TV heads at the time. I still kind of do. I just haven't done it in a while. And then it has the headphones because I like to listen to music all the time. I'm usually wearing headphones. And then the color is seafoam green because that's my favorite color. And the background is orange because orange was my second favorite color. And it still is my second favorite color. And also the name of the channel that I made this persona for was Orange Blossom. And so I don't know if her name was Orange Blossom. That was just the channel was called. If you guys have been following this channel for a long time, you might remember. You probably not, though, because that was like 4 or 5 years ago at this point. So, yeah, I just decided I was going to redraw the persona. I was just looking at it, and I actually was looking at it. I was like, I actually really like that drawing. There's something about it I really like. I just felt like the lines look like super thick, and the way I did the whites, like the highlights, was like really glossy. I don't know, something about it I just really enjoyed, and so I was like, I'm going to redraw it. I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure if I like this one as much. I don't know why. I guess my line art style has changed a lot. I don't really do very thick lines, and I don't actually even do a lot of line variation anymore. I don't know why. I feel like I improved in some areas of my artwork, but I also got really lazy as I started time going by. So I just feel like I should probably try to incorporate stuff like that more often. I don't know. I feel like the lines look better in the old one, but maybe that's just my old artwork blindness. This didn't take me very long, though. What did take me a little bit longer, it would have been done a lot sooner, but I decided I was going to make it an animation. So you guys get to see a little bit of the animation process, I guess, here. It's not a very hard animation. It's just, I had done an animation previously for, like I said, this was a persona, and she was like the mascot on my channel at once upon a time, and so I did do a little animation of her blinking before, and I thought it was on this one, but this was actually the avatar for like the YouTube channel. So it's like that thing that goes in the little circle and shows up like when you comment and stuff. That was what this picture was for. And so I thought I made this one blank, but I never did. I just did the one that was like for the channel, like the end card at the end of the channel was blinking, and so this one didn't blink originally, but I was like, it should blink. Why the fuck is it not blinking? And so I did this one, and it blinks this time. And so yeah, you guys just see me doing all of the animation prep and stuff for this. It didn't actually take that long. It took like an hour and a half. And it took an hour and a half for 1 second of animation, exactly 1 second of animation, you guys, so that's fun. Yeah, so if they were like, why does animation take so long? It takes an hour to do just blinking. She's not even moving, she's just blinking. It probably wouldn't have taken so long, but I kept flip-flopping on how I wanted the blinking to look. I have a very distinctive way that I like the way the blinks to look. Like, it's not distinctive to me, right? But it's a little bit it's like this style that I have seen someone else do. They talked about this. Basically, there are different ways to animate blinks. And so the first way that I did it, right, was I did the frame of the eye closing, and then you can do all of the same amount of frames of the eye closing after it opened, just like show it opening again, right? And that's what I call like I think they call it that one the long blink. I don't know. But the one that I prefer is where you take out some of those frames. So instead of it's like the eye opens, like closes all the way and then it opens all the way, is that you take out some of those frames of the eye opening the second time, and it makes it a lot more bouncy. And I prefer the much more bouncy blink. And so I was going back and forth, and I was like, which one am I going to do? Which one am I going to do? And so that's probably what added on to the runtime of this, honestly, is because I was just going back and forth, being like, which of the blinks am I going to do? I ended up doing both blinks. So you guys are going to see both blinks at the end. But yeah, it was fun. Just a little thing to like switch up my mind. Like I said, my brain has been like so fuzzy for the last 2 weeks, and so I was just like, we'll just do a redraw and we'll make it fun for ourselves by doing a little animation. It's been so long since I did like a blinking animation. Blinking is like probably one of the easiest things to learn. I don't know if it's the easiest thing to learn, but it's probably one of the first things people learn when they do animation. That was one of the first things that I learned. The first thing I learned to do was blinking, and then after that I was like, I'll go straight into lip syncing. Don't do that, you guys. Lip syncing is incredibly hard. But I was like, I'll try it. It's super hard, and I was not doing it the right way. But I feel like I'm okay with blinking, honestly. And so yeah, that's what this is. Sorry if like the frames, you guys see it going through like the frames. I don't know why Procreate does this, but it records everything in the speed paint, so that includes every time you click through like different frames. It'll be like, oh yeah, you want to show these different frames every time you click on them for the speed paint. It's like, not really. I don't know why it does that, and I don't know why it does that. Why it records that. I don't think that part needs. You know what doesn't record though? When you flip the canvas, it does not record when you flip the canvas, but it records every time you like click on a different layer. Which is like, okay, buddy, I don't need them to see that. So every time I'm like looking through the layers to make sure that the blink looks correct, you guys see all of that. So I don't know. I hope that's not like flashing for you guys. I slowed it down quite a bit. I feel like it was the actual speed paint length, which is only a minute, it would be like really bad and like flashing a lot. But since it's a lot slowed down, it doesn't show that much. Anyway, we're coming up on the end of the video, guys. I actually didn't really talk too much about the process of this, unfortunately. But I didn't really change too much. The only thing that I really changed was like the design of like the, what's it called? I'm blanking so hard. The noise. So originally when I did the noise, I just like did like this like white speckled brush. But this time I actually used the noise like thing that they have on Procreate. I think it came out a lot better. But yeah, anyway, this is the finished artwork, you guys. This is just like the one that would have been the avatar. And then we're going to go ahead and get into the blinks here. This first one is going to be the long blink. As you can see, it's a little bit longer. And then this second one is the shorter blink. It's just the one I prefer, you guys. Anyway, thank you so much for spending this time with me. I will go ahead and see you in the next one. Bye.